Hi, this is a short demonstration of how to use test blocks in AV and more specifically how I use them for documentation. This is the first version of the video, so I haven't rehearsed it much and maybe I'm going to re-record it later. I've just added this section here to the documentation that has a demo. Let me use a smaller font here. Let me move this to the top of the screen. So here we have some comments. I found that test blocks are a really good way to document my programs. Most people think that they are very alien at first, but they understand them immediately when they see a demo, which is what I'm going to show now. Here I'd say that we need to have Lua 5.1 to be able to run this. So let's just check. If we run these things here, we get a Lua interpreter here in the target buffer. Everything works. So let's go ahead. The demo is this thing here. And note that eepitch treats the lines with 2 stars, these ones as comments, and the other ones are treated as sexps that it executes, probably to set up the target buffer, this buffer here. So let's run these ones here to set up a target buffer that runs a shell here. I'm going to erase this directory from a previous test and run these things again. I'm going to download a zip file with .NET6, which is a program that I wrote. Let's unpack this. Everything worked. I'm going to run this so that these hyperlinks here will work. And I'm going to run this also to set up the init file that Lua uses. This file here explains how this init file works, and these demos specifically need my init file loaded. So let's go to this one. Here, note that this thing here is colored as a comment. It is a comment. Lua ignores all these things, but we can run these things in Emacs. If I run F8 here, I start a new Lua interpreter in the target buffer, and then let's run these other lines. This first line loads this file here that is being edited, which is treetech.lua, and this thing is a test block that is I use it as a documentation for certain data structures. So let's run these things here. So I'm setting up some tables here, and I'm printing them as a logical deduction. Here I'm defining some other new things, and I'm printing several things. In this case, these are the conversions of this structure here to LaTeX code. So this was the first demo that I wanted to show. The second one is here, is in another file. It's the tests of something called dead2rect, which is more low level, I think. And let's run this. Let me run these 3 things to start a new Lua interpreter in the target buffer. And let's run these things. They are going to build trees that are at each step more complicated than the previous tree, and it's going to print these trees using the function dead2rect here. And yeah, so that's it. Again, these things are treated by Lua as a comment, but we can execute them in Emacs, in EV. And these are the things that I call test blocks. And if you want to know more about test blocks, just go to the tutorial about eepitch, this one here, and to the section 3 here that explains test blocks in details. So that's it.